Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Hour. Today, we're diving into something a little different but incredibly powerful for your English learning journey. The power of visualization in English fluency. You might be wondering what visualization has to do with speaking English. Well, it turns out the way you imagine, picture, or see yourself using English in your mind can completely change the speed, confidence, and natural flow of your speech. Let me start with a story. A few years ago, I met a student named Ravi. Ravi was bright, knew a lot of English vocabulary, and understood grammar rules, but whenever he tried to speak, he would freeze. He'd stumble over words, forget simple phrases, and get frustrated. It wasn't that he lacked knowledge. It was that his brain wasn't trained to see himself speaking English. He hadn't yet learned the secret of mental practice. I introduced Ravi to visualization. I asked him to spend a few minutes each day closing his eyes and imagining a real conversation in English. For example, ordering coffee at a cafe, talking to a colleague about a project, or describing his day to a friend. The key was not just thinking in words, but picturing the scene, hearing the English in his mind, and feeling the emotions of a smooth conversation. At first, Ravi thought it sounded silly. He said, "How can just imagining conversations help me speak better?" But he agreed to try. After a week, something remarkable happened. During a real conversation, Ravi spoke more confidently. Words came faster. His sentences sounded natural, and he paused less. By imagining it first, his brain had rehearsed the conversation, and his mouth just followed. This is the power of visualization. Your mind doesn't always know the difference between a real experience and a vividly imagined one. When you visualize speaking English, your brain strengthens the same neural pathways it would use during actual speaking. In a way, you're training your brain and mouth even when you're sitting at home or lying in bed. Visualization also helps with confidence. Think about it. Many learners hesitate because they fear mistakes or feel nervous. By imagining yourself speaking fluently, seeing yourself responding naturally, and feeling calm and confident in your mind, you start transferring those feelings into real life situations. You become mentally ready before the conversation even begins. Let me give you a simple exercise you can try. Close your eyes for 2 or 3 minutes. Picture yourself walking into a situation where you need to speak English. It could be ordering food, joining a meeting, or chatting with a friend. Imagine the surroundings, the people, the sounds. Now, imagine yourself speaking clearly, using the right words, and smiling as the conversation flows. Hear yourself say the words in your mind. Feel the ease, the confidence, and the enjoyment. Even if it feels strange at first, do this every day. Just a few minutes of visualization can make a big difference. Over time, your brain starts expecting this level of fluency. When the real moment comes, your mind says, "I've done this before," and your mouth follows naturally. I had another student, Maria, who struggled with public speaking in English. She would get so nervous she could barely form a sentence. I encouraged her to visualize her presentations the night before. She imagined standing in front of people, speaking confidently and engaging her audience. She pictured herself pausing naturally, emphasizing key words, and smiling. When she gave her next presentation, she was calm, composed, and her words flowed naturally. Her mind had rehearsed success, and her brain and mouth delivered it. Visualization also helps with remembering vocabulary and phrases. When you imagine a situation, your brain connects words to context and emotion, making them easier to recall. For example, if you visualize a supermarket scene, the words ale, checkout, receipt, or discount come naturally because your brain is linking them to a real experience. You're not just memorizing words on a page, you're embedding them into your mental map of real life situations. Another tip is to combine visualization with speaking out loud. Close your eyes, imagine a scenario, and then actually say the sentences you visualized. This creates a bridge between your mental rehearsal and real life practice. Your brain gets the full experience. Thinking, seeing, speaking, and feeling confident. You can take this further by visualizing long conversations. Imagine yourself answering questions during a job interview, chatting with a foreign friend, or explaining a topic in English. The more vivid and detailed your mental picture, the more your brain prepares you for actual speaking. Include gestures, facial expressions, and tone of voice. The more senses you engage, the stronger the neural pathways you're building. Visualization isn't magic, but it's a powerful tool that complements all other forms of practice. It's like mental gym for your English fluency. You're exercising your brain's ability to form sentences, respond naturally, and stay confident, all without leaving your chair. So, here's what I want you to do starting today. Take 5 minutes every day to visualize yourself speaking English fluently. Start with small, simple situations, then gradually imagine longer and more complex conversations. Picture the scene, hear yourself speak, feel the emotions, and practice speaking out loud if possible. Consistency is key. Over time, you'll notice a difference. Your words will flow more naturally, hesitation will decrease, and confidence will rise. Visualization prepares your mind before the real conversation begins, giving you a mental advantage that many learners miss. Thank you so much for joining me on the English Hour today. Remember, fluency isn't just about memorizing grammar or vocabulary. It's about training your mind to see, hear, and feel yourself speaking English confidently. Practice visualization daily and watch how your English transforms. Your brain is powerful. Harness it, visualize success, and your speaking will follow naturally.